Fire departments respond to millions of emergency calls every year, and a surprising number involve animals in life-threatening situations. In this ranked countdown, we will reveal 7 real rescue scenarios where crews face everything from electrocution hazards down to cold water emergencies and fast-moving fires. Each entry highlights the technical risks and critical decisions that define true heroism. Let's begin with one of the most frequent yet underestimated emergencies firefighters handle. 8th place goes to the classic call-out, cats stranded in trees and utility poles. For many fire departments, these are the most frequent animal rescues, with the London Fire Brigade alone handling 716 cat incidents between January and October 2024. Each response begins with a careful assessment of the scene. Crews must weigh the pressure from worried owners and bystanders against the real dangers overhead. Unstable branches and high voltage lines pose serious risks, so firefighters follow a strict utility isolation checklist and never extend ladders within 10 feet of live wires. Only after utilities confirm a shutdown do crews move in, using specialized ladders and gloves to reach the animals safely. These rescues may look routine, but they demand technical discipline and coordination, reflecting a commitment to public safety that goes beyond fighting fires. Number 7. Dogs trapped in storm drains and sewer systems put firefighters face to face with one of the most hazardous rescue environments. These incidents often surge during urban flooding, as seen during Hurricane Harvey in Houston, where dozens of dogs were stranded underground. Before any entry, crews deploy 4 gas monitors, checking for lethal levels of hydrogen sulfide, methane, carbon monoxide, and oxygen deficiency. In Houston, a spike to 20 parts per million of hydrogen sulfide delayed entry until fans force fresh air through the tunnels. Every confined space rescue follows a strict entry permit workflow, with a multi-person team, one member monitoring air quality, another managing rope rigging, and a safety officer on standby. Specialized tripod systems anchor above the access point, allowing rescuers to be lowered and, if needed, hauled out rapidly. These underground missions demand absolute coordination, as a single misstep in a toxic, unstable environment can turn a rescue into a recovery. The protocols protect both the animal and the crew, underscoring why no firefighter ever goes below ground alone. Number 6. Horses or livestock stuck in mud present a daunting challenge for rural fire crews. These incidents often play out after heavy rains, when a 1,000-pound animal becomes mired past the knees and cannot escape on its own. The stakes rise quickly. If a horse is trapped for more than 2 hours, muscle tissue begins to break down, risking fatal compartment syndrome. Firefighters call in veterinarians to sedate the animal and monitor vital signs throughout the operation. Rescue teams deploy heavy-duty straps like Anderson slings and coordinate with crane operators or winch-equipped trucks, carefully balancing the animal's weight to avoid further injury. In the United Kingdom, rural brigades respond to about 5 such calls each week, and a single extraction can require multi-agency coordination and specialized training in technical large animal emergency rescue. Costs can spark debate. One Somerset incident led to a public dispute over who should pay for crane hire. These rescues demand more than muscle. They require planning, teamwork, and a deep commitment to both animal welfare and responder safety. Number 5. Pets rescued from structure fires reveal how firefighting has evolved to include animal care under life-threatening conditions. Each year in the United States, an estimated 40,000 to 150,000 pets die from residential fires, with smoke inhalation as the leading cause. During an interior search, crews now sweep for pets alongside people, using the same aggressive search patterns recommended by the National Fire Protection Association. When animals are pulled from smoke-filled rooms, firefighters deploy pet oxygen masks, cone-shaped devices that fit over snouts and deliver concentrated oxygen. These masks became a standard item on many engines after a 2014 Los Angeles fire prompted department-wide adoption. For pets in respiratory arrest, basic animal CPR is performed with chest compressions at 100 to 120 compressions per minute, paired with careful airway management. These medical interventions have improved survival rates, transforming what was once a tragic afterthought into a coordinated part of the response. By integrating pet triage into fire attack operations, departments extend their mission from suppression to on-scene medical care, reflecting a broader commitment to every member of the household. Number 4. Animals trapped in vehicle engines present a distinct set of mechanical challenges for firefighters, especially during the colder months when cats, hedgehogs, and even small dogs crawl into warm engine bays. Each winter, fire departments in the UK and US report dozens of these incidents, with rescue calls spiking as temperatures drop. The first priority is safety. Crews isolate the car battery, and they allow the engine to cool below 140 degrees Fahrenheit to avoid burns or accidental startups. Using insulated tools, firefighters carefully remove panels in a set sequence, starting with the air filter housing and progressing to fan shrouds or intake covers while minimizing damage to the vehicle. The process demands patience and precision because trapped animals may panic or lash out when approached. Once freed, animals are handed off to local veterinarians for assessment. Public education campaigns now urge drivers to tap their hoods before starting engines in winter, reducing the risk of these emergencies and the need for technical extrication. Number 3. Ice rescues involving dogs demand minute-by-minute precision in some of the most unforgiving conditions firefighters face. When a dog falls through the surface of a frozen pond or river, the clock starts ticking. Hypothermia can incapacitate an animal in under 20 minutes, and any delay can turn a rescue into a recovery. Crews don insulated ice suits and secure themselves with shore-based tethers, following NFPA 1670 cold water protocols to keep rescuers from becoming victims. Rescue sleds or flotation devices are hauled across the ice, distributing weight and allowing for the safest possible approach. Spotters on shore monitor every move, ready to pull a rescuer back if the ice shifts or fatigue sets in. Training emphasizes the critical window. From the moment a call comes in, every action is choreographed to maximize speed without sacrificing safety. In Toronto and Minnesota, where these calls spike each winter, departments drill relentlessly on rope ratios and post-rescue warming, knowing that a well-executed operation can mean the difference between life and death for both animal and crew. Number 2. Animal evacuations during flood disasters reveal the scale and complexity of modern rescue operations. When Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans in 2005, more than 800 pets were evacuated by boat. Chaotic conditions and a lack of standardized tagging meant nearly 20% of animals never reunited with their families. Today, swift water teams deploy rigid hull inflatables, coordinate with FEMA and local agencies, and use RFID tagging to track each animal from extraction to shelter. Temporary shelters must manage disease control and intake surges, while incident command systems direct resources across neighborhoods. Lessons from Katrina reshape national policy, making animal evacuation planning a core part of disaster response. These missions highlight the logistical challenge of moving entire communities of animals to safety and the ongoing commitment to family reunification, even in the midst of catastrophe. Wildfire crews use drone thermal imaging to spot animals. Then they treat burns with tilapia skin grafts that cost $500 to $2,000, saving thousands during Black Summer through rapid field triage and partnership. Across all 7 rescues, one pattern stands out. Today's firefighters are technical rescuers for every species, not just humans. Their mission now extends far beyond fire. Which rescue surprised you most? Comment below and subscribe for more real-world emergency breakdowns.